Willkommen beim Broadleaf Junkie. Lehnt euch zurück, genießt eine gute Zigarre und habt Spaß. Seine Familie machte einst die Marke Camacho groß. Jetzt feiert die 4. Episode von Handrolls Premiere, die sehr spannend die Geschichte seiner Familie erzählt.
What are you here for?
Justo Eiroa from Aladino Cigars. We have been in the cigar business I am third generation. Originally, my father is from Cuba, my grandfather is from Spain, and now my daughters are involved. You know Vivi, we're well known in Germany, and we have been growing tobacco since the days of Cuba in the early 60s before the revolution, and then after the embargo, we started growing tobacco as early 60s in Honduras after the embargo.
You are basically quite a big family and a well-known brand in the US already, and you're now expanding since like 3 to 4 years, I think, into the European market.
Yes. So as you know, we at one point in time before 2008, we had bought Camacho cigars from Simon Camacho. We made Camacho cigars to be one of the most popular brands. And then in 2008, it was acquired by Davidoff. We had a non-compete for a while.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, and then we were able to come out with Aladino cigars. We kept the farms, we kept the tobacco, we kept the knowledge and the passion to be able to start again with a new brand, using our own tobacco again, our blends again, and we surge into the market in the U.S. as of 2000 and I think it's 2000 and it's going to be 10 years, 2017, and now we started 3 or 4 years ago in Europe.
Just basically natural growth.
Natural growth is also an opportunity to bring tobacco, which are very Cubanistic in profile, to the European market.
What is actually correct with your brand, but also I think it has something very unique.
Okay.
I can say, okay, this is an Aladino or JRE cigar.
You could identify just by smoking it?
I would say, yeah.
Oh, that's
Because
cool.
I think you have some kind
You
of
have a
signature,
fantastic palate, my friend.
No, I think you have a signature taste.
Okay.
Would you say this also? And are you trying to establish this?
No, I think it is a trait. As you well know, and you know from Cuban cigars, they don't go with strength, they go with aroma. And we are an aroma-oriented company, so most of our blends are medium-bodied, full flavor. So we give you enough flavor to satisfy those guys that want to smoke more intense, but it's also mild and medium flavored, so you could continue to smoke.
When you started Aladino Cigars, did you try to reinvent what you once did with Camacho?
No, I think Camacho's profile was a little bit different. We have the same tobacco. It was more bold into your face, and my father and I are more milder. But we're learning. We have to also very bold cigars in our line too, because there is actually a fan base
demand
for that type of prototype. But we're learning. Also learning sizes that I don't like to smoke, that people like to smoke, and I have to adjust and listen to the customer.
What would be a size you wouldn't like to smoke?
I don't like really very large gauges. I like thinner gauges. My favorite size, honestly, I go to a Robusto or a Lancero, Coronas. Right. But it's the market is very big on larger gauges. But again, I'm a smaller guy, so
Is it for
and also the time of smoke. I don't like. I like to smoke 30 minutes, 45 minutes, not all day.
Just wanted to say hi.
Thank you.
I know you're busy.
Thank you.
Is this for the feel of it, or for the taste, or for the whole experience that you're more into smaller ring gauges?
I think it's more about the flavor intensity that I look for. It's for the aroma.
Okay.
It's for the enjoyment that you're going to get from the leaf.
I would have one last question regarding your branding. Maybe a couple, but one that stuck in my mind the first time I saw the bands. Camacho was still around when I started smoking.
Good.
And I love them, and I have a feeling if I look at those bands that they are quite similar.
It's simple
in
Cuban
style.
bands, similar, very simple Cuban bands. If you were to look all the bands in Cuba, they make it very simple. Now there are a lot of brands that have come out with very exotic, very beautiful bands, but we're very traditional. You'll see now that my daughters and the new generation is getting involved. You'll see more aggressive bands coming out.
You don't want to really do this. You are quite classic on the bands, but you still have artistry on your boxes, and
Yes.
that is linked to your brand, to your family.
Yes.
What does artistry or a backstory to a cigar or a blend mean to you?
I think that when you look at, for example, now my dad's 85th anniversary is a special tobacco that was the tobacco that was being grown before the embargo in Cuba. That seed arrived in Honduras, as you will know, as you saw in the documentary, in the 1960s. It is very rare to find that seed. So now you have something like this that brings back the real golden era of Cuban cigars, which is, if you look at the numbers, 1947, 61, that, according to my father, is the golden era of Cuban cigars, where Cuban cigars became iconic around the world.
And basically, your signature taste is a reimagining of the golden era of
Cuban cigars.
Cuban cigars. And you always incorporate that, and there's, with every step, a bit of your family.
Correct.
In the idea behind it.
Correct.
What is tobacco to you? What is the one thing in it that drives you?
Okay, I would say tobacco. This is actually the first time somebody asked me, and I appreciate it because it's a wonderful question. I think tobacco, when you look at tobacco, it is something that not only is part of the humanity, it's been used for generations, in rituals of ceremonies, of peace, also creates jobs, it creates unity. And now tobacco and cigar smoking is something that brings people together, and is something that enhances the engagement of one personal relationship with another person, but at the same time it's something you can enjoy by yourself. So, and it's also very artistic, and it requires time, patience to do something that is be able to be enjoyed by people or communities.
So in the end, it's all about people and passion.
Yes, absolutely.
So, and if you look at the market or the cigar world now, what does this mean to you?
I think the cigar world today, there is a lot of wonderful brands out there for the consumers to have different choices. And I think we're one of these brands that are, family tradition. You'll look at the way cigars were made, and we're looking for this younger generation to catch on to cigar smoking, because it's going to be a very easy cigar to smoke. And also we're bringing probably the most impactful thing is accessibility by our structure of pricings for people to enjoy smoking.
All right. And there are many obstacles all the way.
Oh, absolutely.
What can you do about this?
What you need to do is focus on hard work and try to continue to be unified as an industry, to work together to find solutions to the problems. And this is a cigar that are owned by many families, and we are very close knit together, and we all face the same challenges.
So you face them together.
Yes, two organizations that we have. Yes.
I said we at my first try because I think we as customers also can do something about it and also can stay together.
I think honestly, I see issues that are going on in certain countries in Europe, and I think the consumers need because this is a pastime that they're able to enjoy as adults. And I think they should engage very strongly to defend the rights. Anything cannot be imposed and tell you what to do. I mean, you're getting to a point that basically you're dictating any ability for you to be able to enjoy life and work and relationships and gatherings. So it's something that needs to be also fought not only by the guys in the industry, but the consumers themselves.
Well, and this is a constant fight when you think back on that your family once had to fight to go out of Cuba and so on and so on. Speaking of which, I would have one last question. Have you ever been to Cuba?
To Cuba?
Yeah.
No.
Are you intending to?
Hopefully there will be an opportunity that I can go, because I think there is a lot of history. There's going to be a lot of emotion. That's where our roots are, and maybe in the future I'll be able to go.
Okay. I was there a couple of months ago, and I was standing in front of the Patagas factory. This is not a building anymore today, and I was shocked in a lot of different ways what's going on this island, I have to admit. So,
You know, it's unfortunate. It's something that hopefully time will pass and we'll fix it.
but what I found, and that I have so far rarely experienced, is that the people you meet are unbelievably nice.
Absolutely. Remember, it's not about the people, it's about the people that govern.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately. I mean, people by all senses are great human beings. Sometimes the people that want to be in control are that do everything to stay in control and people get hurt.
That was nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Über den unten aufgeführten Link könnt ihr noch bis Ende des laufenden Monats vor der EU kommentieren und argumentieren, warum man Zigarren und Zigarillos von der kommenden erhöhten oder drastisch erhöhten Tabaksteuer ausnehmen könnte, sollte, müsste. Was er gesagt hat. Denkt dran, es sind nur noch ein paar Tage. Wenn ihr mehr von dem Shit wollt, folgt mir einfach, liked, teilt, kommentiert, wenn ihr wollt und genießt eine gute Zigarre.